microphone for my cat. His thing with the real one does not get violated.
Nog wel een oude
Okay,
liga als je wilt.
hang on, I think I fucked it up.
Ik heb hier een headset liggen, maar
I think I've kept all of my headsets that I have had.
Zo moest
I
ik
need
die
to
ooit
find
nodig
out.
hebben. Moest...
Yeah.
Toen
Actually,
dat
no,
heel
I did not move them with me when I moved, so I...
Maar ik denk
Aha.
aan Philip Geubels die ooit zo'n show heeft geopend met 25 micro's op het podium, zodat hem zeker was dat als ze een eerste fliste dat ze allemaal zouden werken.
I can
Okay.
absolutely understand that.
Okay, so I'm just checking real quick if I'm actually streaming. Because
Yeah,
it was
the
weird
character
for a
whose backup
moment.
plans have backup plans is...
Ja, je is aan het streamen.
Yeah, alright, great.
Robin weer aan het cheaten.
Yep.
Hij vraagt dat, dus ik check dat.
Yeah, it's good, it's good, it's good. Okay, so here we
Het
are.
is wel aan het laten de hele tijd.
Yeah, might be a little buggy. We'll see. I don't have any drop frames. It'll settle, hopefully. Don't cross the streams. It'll blow up. So, with that, you are in a little predicament. So, how about, because of the situation we are in currently, we are at the top of the round. A spell was cast.
Dan krijg je die map niet trouwens.
Oh,
We
that's
don't
right.
have it, yeah.
Because
we're at the world map.
I
was
am
all a
such a
bad
good dungeon master. Yeah,
But not so deep. Yes.
There we are.
this is where you were. There you go.
Right.
So, how about you guys briefly summarize what you did last time to see if we've caught up or caught all the things.
We got into big doo-doo.
Yes. Well, right before we left, we all took a long rest, right? So we all have full health and all of our sylvan. So I distinctly remember that now.
Well, we left from the throne room
Yes.
because, well, there's a
Yeah.
big pit fiend wreaking havoc in the city. So we had an opportunity to go towards the Packstone, which we knew it was downstairs underground. Well, we went underground and, well, we saw Rashanidre bound up in chains, and a certain necromancer showed up after a brief combat round, I think. Oh no, he made the combat. Yeah.
He started the
Yes.
combat.
And
And
We
then
found
he
Yeah.
Decay
Cast some things. Yeah.
and the Pact Zone. Rash, who is chained up and very scared.
Mhm.
The Pact Zone is connected to the gate, or the gate is connected to the Pact Zone. There's some kind of link
Yeah.
between both of them.
Mhm.
And then Kirksarian showed up. He went invisible. He launched some ads and cast some kind of circle of death thing. Dario's unconscious. Gord is still Gord, but he has to make saving throws against something.
Yes.
Sometimes.
And they
And
both
that
must be
is-
here for a reason, but we
There's a
didn't dare to
creature
ask.
near Gort, and there's a deadlock on the right, and then Kirksaren is somewhere.
An invisible Kirksarian,
Yes.
who, by the
So-
way, should technically roll stealth if he wants to attempt to
Yeah.
be hidden to the point where we don't know where he is.
Correct. So I will do that because I did miss that step last time. So I'll just do that right now. Okay.
And I did think
So-
Nolan has a lantern of revealing on him that was not
Yes.
extinguished.
Yes.
so it should
But that's
also-
within 20 feet. By the way, I
Okay.
this extinguished the daylight so we can see the map because it's like
Oh yeah,
everything.
It covers
Uh,
everything.
Yeah, it's basically the whole map. So why did you do that?
That's Nolan's lantern, I believe.
Okay.
20.
Yeah, but I wanted less clutter. I wanted less clutter.
I shall remove it.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, you're the one who puts all these other guys on the map. How is that for clutter?
Yeah, well, yeah, true. That's your
Remove them,
job to remove
remove them.
those. Yeah.
Oh, he'll
Um,
remove some people from the map soon. So.
You can also
Yeah.
fix it by removing us from the map, I guess.
Yeah.
I will retract my
Yeah.
statement.
And also, you noticed a little thing when Nolan touched the gate as well. That had a,
Oh,
a certain
yes.
effect.
Yeah, Nolan had
Yeah.
spells stripped from his
That slots.
mind or something.
Yes.
The last
And
two, I guess.
I will say that Cassius, with your idiotic stealth,
It is a 27, yes.
yeah, or perception, yeah,
Passive perception.
you see him. Well, you know where he is. You've heard the
I
footsteps.
know where he is. I can't see him because he is invisible still.
Exactly, but I'll show him
Yeah.
to you,
Okay.
right? Where he because I didn't actually move, so he will be
'cause
trying
we saw him
Yeah. there.
once,
Yeah,
and then he was strolling towards the middle, right?
yeah. So he is going to. So I'm not going to say he's going to pass you by, but he is moving. And also, Boris, you also have like this inkling of where he is because of these sunstones. You feel them. You feel a direction more than a distance, right?
It's a 30-foot radius, by the way.
30 foot? Or is it 20
Yep.
foot?
30-foot radius.
30. Okay. That's fine. So I'm just going to check retroactively. No. Okay. He is going to then be revealed for everyone as he stands in the lantern.
Well, that solves that problem.
Yup. So all of that bollocks didn't need to happen. So you will see he steps through and smiles as he sees the illusion fade in the light of the lantern. And he will just gesture to you, Nolan, and like go ahead to the pact now. Then we start at the top of the round. Cassius,
Yes.
it is
Might.
your turn.
Wait, was there still a wall of fire? No, the wall of fire is gone.
The wall of
because I was
fire
in
gone.
position. Yeah, okay.
Gone.
Because I was.
Is-
Yeah,
Dario
fine.
took a little bit of a tumble.
if I run on it. I did activate my boots of speed last round,
Yes.
so my movement speed is doubled. And it's 40 feet. Is the pact zone on the top one or the bottom square, or is it in the... But it doesn't matter, right? Because I can reach it if I'm here anyway. Kirksarian is... I was going to say looking healthy, but he is a decrepit old corpse, or is he the handsome fellow who's...
That is the handsome fellow. Yes. So as I described him last time, there's
that's
new
not what
art.
because you said something about an illusion
I
fading, but-
totally made new art. Yes, I was the one to write the prompt. So I will. Oh god. Here
Hope you paid your copyrights.
'cause I
he
have
is.
never
Yeah,
seen-
exactly. So
I have never seen that fellow before.
no. So because I had a stand-in, so he looks very somewhat generic, but that's kind of the point. He looks in his late 20s, even though this is this ancient mage that has been talked about. He is somewhat ageless, although you do see a little bit of wear on the face, like it's static in a way. It doesn't look all that living. But he is alive. He is not undead. It is just that he is deathless.
Like, and I was gonna ask how easy looking, but he hasn't taken damage at any point from anything, right? There's nothing we were able
He's
to take
taking
away
no
from-
damage right now,
yeah,
no.
we didn't.
He almost looks as if his right eye is a glass eye.
The pact zone, is it like hovering in the air or on a pedestal?
No, it
or-
is as depicted. It is on a tripod and locked into that tripod.
Okay, so it is locked in the and the tripod itself is attached to something, or I
No,
could
it's standing there.
yoink it and... Okay,
It's standing there, yeah.
so I could attempt to yoink it. because Nolan is closer, but Nolan is all the way down in the turn order. Dario's also dead. Hold up, why? The flesh column is still alive, right?
Yes,
Above the
and
wound?
the deathlock as well.
Yeah, that's on. Yeah, that's that guy. Shoot, no, it makes more sense if I. Oh crap! Do I still have? I want to go and give Dario a healing potion, but I don't know if I still have any on me. Yeah, I still have one. Okay. Then I will go 25 feet this way. I will use my action to give Dario the healing potion that I still have in my inventory, which is my last one, I think, if I'm checking. Yeah, okay. But now seems like maybe I
Mr.
should
Boris,
save it
can you
for
check
later.
your DMs real quick?
Maybe I should save it for later, though. What do you guys think? Nee, ik ga
That's not
Dario
good.
een healing
Wait,
potion.
hold that thought.
Right.
Hold that thought, Cass.
What's happening?
And then helium potion.
There was this thing.
Yeah, so he floats
Ah,
up into
Yeah.
oh
the
yes,
afterlife.
right. But the guy is dead, so does it still count?
Where is the website?
I don't know what's happening right
Classes.
now.
Don't worry about it. Just look pretty.
Wat gebeurt er?
When
We're checking a thing.
when Blackton has left, he gave Dario something
But
as
it was
token from
level
his trust and
9.
friendship.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a gift somewhere there. They changed everything.
Yeah. Sorry to halt you in your moment of heroism there, but
This is the third time or fourth time I've spent my turn running to Dario to pick him up or drag him out of something.
Yes.
Allee, wat is daarna?
Which is fine.
Nee, dat is het ook niet.
well, you know what? Here's what happens.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Here's what happens. I do DM things. It's fine.
Did I still move there, or did that also not happen? Or...
So I will say no. You can roll back your movements.
Okay.
As again, you can see that from afar as well. As Dario's fallen, there is a moment, because oddly enough, you didn't loot Black Lenas, as he was mostly a pile. There is this moment, Dario, that you fall down, and as I described last session, you feel almost your soul being pulled out of your body towards the large packed stone. Like you're being vacuumed almost, and you're not only fighting against consciousness, but also your very existence almost being redirected. And that's when you hear, for a moment you hear Black Lena's voice, but it can't be. It distorts and forms, and you hear a laugh. And all of you see a burning flame circle and draw a sigil on his or above him that then suddenly descends upon him as a shock and a blast of fire. Dario, you are restored by 10 hit points.
Oh, nice.
And you are on your feet. You are no longer prone. And you all hear telepathically the voice of Stondar. Last boon for our previous cooperation. and you hear the burning of paper and the closing of a book.
Cool.
What happened?
So there you are. Now, Cassius, you continue your turn.
Yeah. I'll look over the Dario, see that happening. Well, I guess that fixed itself. Then I'm gonna sprint 40 feet towards the Pact Stone. I will grab open my bag of holding and just kind of swoop it up.
Sure thing.
If I can do that without, my brain
You
exploding or
go for swooping. I'll say make a sleight of hand check, which is,
Yeah,
I realize, pretty pointless.
I should move here. I
You
have
should move.
advantage on those because of those gloves of thievery.
Yeah. So it's going to be rather ridiculous.
Oh,
1,000.
So you go with the bag
Enjoy these.
and deftly do so without touching, which was the key thing here. That's the reason why you rolled, because it is bolted to the ground.
Huh. Crap.
Now, both you and Nolan being so close, in close proximity, the chattering in your ear is nearly deafening. It is very hard to make things out as you see these streams of souls screaming, almost sometimes clawing to the air, these little shapes as they are being pulled into the gate as the swirling of magic continues.
Okay, so that didn't work. Would this have been my action to try and do this, or not? I'm fine with it either way. I just need to.
I would say the attempt is indeed an action. You still have your bonus action.
Okay, that's fair.
But the stone is in the bag, but the pot is taken up.
I mean,
at the
he
back of-
can. Yeah, he
I can't close the bag over it, right?
No.
Yeah, so
No.
it's useless essentially. I will then I will remove the bag again.
All right.
Because Null is in the bag, and I'm not leaving that just kind of sitting there, giving him a 2-for-1 freebie on world-ending artifacts. I'll go shit, and then I'll run 20 foot this way until I'm next to that guy, and then I will. Is that smart to stand next to that guy? I feel like it might be difficult.
I
don't know.
don't believe we formally met.
Yeah. I don't really have a useful. I can't hide while I'm in.
Just
Gonna.
yeah, just do. Yeah.
You can't see me.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I don't have any other useful bonus actions to do, so I will just kind of stand here, I guess. I guess I could bonus action to dash and then kind of lap him, like
Yeah, just
5 times. Just kind of
sure thing. Yeah.
I'm over here. I'm over here.
Then it's Flesh Golem time, who is a simple creature. He is averted by fire. Aversion by fire. So he has disadvantage on all of this.
Fire was very good.
Yeah.
Yes, I
So
went back.
disadvantage to roll.
Jesus.
2 19s.
Uh-huh.
I
Okay.
guess he's attacking me. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, just you. He's not even paying attention to you, Gordon. He's just going out and just hands you as he's trying to put out the fire and is just going berserk. Which, by the way, yeah, I need to roll a d6 here. I say this. On a 6. Okay. No. Oh. So no berserking yet, but a second attack at disadvantage. Oh, that's going to be worse. 12 to hit. So that one you dodge out of the way. as it's not having a good time. Dario, you are up and standing.
I'm going to move towards. I am going to hold my staff of healing in the air and use it to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna move. I see.
30-foot radius.
Yes, I figured. So God is one tile too short.
30
And it
foot.
goes out
so,
to
okay.
him.
No, 20
Goes
feet, huh?
20.
20 feet.
It's 30
Up to
feet.
6 creatures in a 30-foot radius en Gord zit op
Ja.
20 feet, dus je hebt,
Ja,
je hebt
oké.
iedereen.
Was mijn dingen niet, mijn template niet. Wacht. Wacht, zo misschien wel.
Ja.
Radius
Mm.
wel, hè?
Ja, dat is 20, ja.
Zo?
It's 30
Ja.
feet range, hè.
Yeah, 30.
Je hebt je template op 20 staan, maar hij is 30.
Ja, wel, hoe?
Die
Nee,
weet
je
dat
wel,
template
ja,
staan
dit is
niet, je
maar-
template
dit-
staan niet centered
wel-
op u.
As long as everybody is there, it's okay.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, we are. Nolan is the farthest and he's at 30, so.
Oh, goed gerold.
Oeh.
Yes,
Alright.
that was a very nice roll.
So,
Nice.
23 points of healing to everyone as you hit the staff and this wave shoots out. And as everyone is healed, you also see some of the magic being drawn, almost tendrils being plucked out of the air and attaching to the gate itself.
Wel in de luik geheeld? Of had hij nog
Ja,
geen
hij
damage?
heeft full health nu. Echt,
Ja.
Nice.
Potion of healing. Is it potion of healing is a bonus action, huh? Or is that an action?
What level is Mass Cure?
Dat is bonus action. normaal.
No, that's an action. Just my potion. Bonus.
Fifth
Yeah.
level.
I'm gonna drink it.
Mass Cure is
potion.
5th level.
5th level. Okay, good. So roll once more.
Wait, what? Ah.
Gate
So
is
just
then-
finished the
stronger and
gate.
stronger.
And I'm gonna drink a healing potion.
Amai, goed gedaan.
Yes, use ability. Whatever. It's okay. Yes, that's my turn.
Where's
Lord.
Quicksand in the turn order, by the way?
Top of the round.
Top of the round.
Huh.
Yes, it's me.
It's you? It couldn't be. Then who?
I'm looking for.
Ja, ik wil mijn vliegend zwaard naar die golem bewegen. Ik
Yeah,
weet niet of
did
dat
I
ook
get
kan.
ownership?
Nee.
I will give you ownership. There we go.
Nee.
That's weird.
Al aanvallen. Attack.
Oh, right.
Attack,
'Cause
denk ik.
je hebt nu controle.
Een 19.
Okay, 19 will definitely hit. He's got an armor class of 9. Hey.
It's
Okay.
all flesh.
Yep. 12
12
points. Zlink. It is a magical thing, so. Non-magical, yeah. This is like. Okay, I need to roll. Okay.
Oké.
Uh,
Doe ik verder of
yeah,
moet
it's
ik...
no, it's fine. It's probably not gonna matter. But the golem, just with the slash of the sword, the golem just goes, and you see like blood pooling from its eyes, and it's gone berserk.
Okay. That's not a good thing, I think. Then I will use my my Dragon Mark III longsword. I will attack with that. 26.
26 will hit. Yep.
Normal damage. 13 damage.
13. Come on. Okay. Still standing.
Still standing second attack, third actually, but ooh, 11.
Is enough to hit. He's got 9
yeah.
9 AC.
Yeah, they're right.
I'll miss.
That's one piece of flesh.
Oh,
Oh,
8 points
damage.
damage. I will say, with that is enough as you slash it because he's undead. Do you do a thing against undead or just fiends?
The
no,
sword
that's
is only fiends, yeah.
Yeah, but I'll say for brevity, you slash through and you see the seams of where this thing has been stitched together simply fall apart. And as it is raging and raging, you still see the head falls off and is still like, but soundlessly just mumbling as it has fallen to pieces and eventually expires.
Nice.
You also now see a little mote of something shoot away towards the Pact Stone. But you see it stop in midair as Kirksaren holds his hand out and just says, no, not you. And hold whatever essence was fleeing from the golem back to him.
I intercepted. Nice. I can't
You
use my
can
movement
try
as
and you just go for it and it just goes straight through your hand. You know, this one's one of mine.
Well, I have a...
Okay, you know what? Sure, roll for it. Want to use your reaction for this? You're not a monk, but I'll allow because you've got some weird powers and some good gloves.
I could... If I take it away from him, he doesn't have it, which seems like a smart idea.
Yeah.
What do I roll for this?
This would be, I would say, sleight of hand as well. Like, I'll allow you the sleight of hand roll.
Then I guess.
And I know you can roll hilariously high.
Also,
It's only a 25.
So with a 25, it's only a 25, which is disappointing, really.
I am disappointed a little bit in myself.
Is this a 25 or a 30?
That would be
I will say, with a
25,
25, I will allow you to redirect it to the stone you have.
Yeah, I'll just kind of with
Okay.
Yeah.
stone and then.
Okay.
Blackstone confirmed.
And it hits with quite a thud. Like it is an ephemeral
It's
thing,
a big one.
but it is something more than just a soul. And it impacts as Kirksaren just looks at you and very well, fine.
Oh, sorry. Was that? Oh, I thought that was my. Oh, so sorry.
You're forgiven. Okay. That was Gord's turn, unless he wants to move. Or he did already
Yeah, I used
move?
my movement, yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm
alright.
finished.
Then it is Nolan time.
Nolan is looking at the Pact Stone. He's getting pale, sweating, knowing what this is, very insecure. And then he's also very confused. Why is Rashanida here? Why is Kirksaren here? Why's everyone here? And he noticed that the Pact Stone is pretty solidly secured to the floor.
Yes.
So, well, Cassius tried to do what he wanted to do, so he will just fire a firebolt onto the white. And there we go.
Yeah.
And he wants to see if the trajectory of the firebolt is distorted by gate.
It is. You see the bolt shoot up in an arc, but you put enough force, you are skilled enough to basically direct and pull it down to still impact on the deathlock.
Hmm.
But things are definitely like the gate did not claim the firebolt. Might have done if you'd missed.
Okay, so it hits.
9 points of fire damage. Which is not reduced. Okay. So the deathlock just hisses as you impact the fire. Yeah.
Just mumble,
Anything else?
Why is everyone here? Why are you here? Why is he here? Why is Black Lannis here?
Yuxaren will
That's
just
it.
look straight through you, Cassius, and just smile at Nolan for a moment. Kalendula.
Angela. It's a good question. She's gonna stay. I say she's gonna stay with Boris because the opponents are too. Well, Dario might have given her a look and to say that she has to stick to Boris because the opponents are beyond her powers.
Okay.
Let's go.
Then
In
it's
an action hold and a dodge action doen
Yeah.
of zo.
Yeah.
Dodge is
Well, yeah,
plus
she
one,
can. I mean, she can hold an action whenever something comes close to Boris. Or yeah, hold an action.
Which action?
If anything comes, I'd say if anything comes near Dario or Boris, she can, I know, use a claw attack or something within her range.
Yeah. You can roll to see if she gets her. She has her breath back. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
right. She has to roll for a breath.
No, she's got it. It's charged. So.
Yep.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Perfect.
Okay. Then it's Boris's turn.
I slam my mace into my shield to make a big clanging noise to pull Kirk's his attention. I nod at him and I say, Helios sends his regards. And I cast Flame Strike.
Okay.
I can't hit them both, I assume.
This is a
They're
5th
right.
level.
It's a
He's
fifth
going to
level, yes.
cast counter spell, and he is going to roll for it because it's at a 3rd level that he's casting it. So I need a what?
15.
A 15, yeah?
My
I'll just
spell
do it
DC
here.
is 17.
Yeah, but this is for the counter spell roll.
Yeah.
Je hebt
So
5th
5th
level gecast, hè, of niet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
5th level
dat is
flame strike.
15 zijn target.
30.
Komt
Right.
zijn spellcasting ability daar niet bij?
Would be,
13
yeah.
plus.
Is that
Yeah.
for the
Niet de
counter spell? I
proficiency, maar
forget.
wel
Mhm.
zijn
Spellcasting
ability.
modifier.
Uh,
Ooh.
zijn
So,
ability
Wow.
modifier, zijn spellcasting ability modifier is proficiency, maar ik ga ervan uit dat die minstens 14
It's gonna be more than 2 in
intelligence heeft.
least.
yeah. So, yeah, because I had trouble. I tried getting the thing, but I have his shit here. His proficiency bonus is +7.
Maar dat maakt niet uit, hè. Proficiency
No,
bonus komt niet
it's,
bij, enkel zijn spellcasting. Maar ik ga ervan uit dat hij meer dan 14 in
Yeah. Spellcasting is +5, I think.
Give
Yeah.
your spellcasting ability.
So it's a +5.
Ja, dan 18 is more than 15.
Yes.
Well, here says
Okay.
the
Yeah.
DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay.
En
Yeah, that's a
spell
DC,
save
that's
is
your
yeah,
range.
spellcasting ability. Yeah.
I'll just move up to get you both
Okay.
into my Spirit Guardians at level 4. And you need
Okay.
to make a saving throw against DC 17 Wisdom.
DC 17. Wisdom. That's a 14.
Both of them.
The white as well? Yeah.
Yep.
Wisdom saving throw. Actually, I should have rolled at disadvantage because he's in the daylight. I'll roll again. Okay, so it fails. So both of them
Where's your
fail.
damage? Could it be better?
That's not bad.
Je hebt een damage van je flamestrike gerold.
Ah, damn.
Die is niet afgegaan. Hè.
Right. I was about to say, like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Dat
that's
ging al
so
zeggen,
much
allee,
better.
niet dat ik probleem,
Potent.
maar dat is veel
That was
damage voor.
fucking potent. Okay.
That's worse.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
11
I'll
points of
guess
damage.
I'll take a
And-
potion of healing with my body.
The white is still standing for now. But now he starts his turn. And I will say he has 5 hit points. So he will indeed
Or
vanish.
start your turn there.
Yeah,
It
so
must make a wisdom saving throw.
it's not going to make it. It's got 5 hit points. So
Boris can roll
immediately-
4 ones on the Spirit Guardian.
Ja.
Boris kan in theorie 4 eentjes rollen en dan heeft hij nu een
Wow.
Okay, roll the damage. See what happens.
There we go.
Oh.
Dat is meer dan...
kerel.
Dat is meer dan 5.
Die kerel.
That's
Thanks for
better.
that. Thanks for wasting that roll. Always handy. Yeah. So with that, the white is gone, and then it is Xeren's turn.
Who starts his turn?
Needs
In the
to make a
Spirit
wisdom
Guardian.
saving throw.
Yeah. So I'll do that again. Wow, I'm
Boris, je hebt
rolling.
23
Als je-
geheeld. Klopt dat?
Ik heb 5 health toe. Oh nee, ik heb de
Dat is
verkeerde
al plus
gedaan.
23.
Okay,
ja.
that's a little much.
Ik heb de
I'm
my
rolling
shit.
really bad because he's got some good saves. I rolled a 13 with a 3, so so he'll take full damage again. I'll take the roll you did for
Oh, that's fine as well.
yeah, I'll take the roll you did for the white. That's fine. That's fair, I think, right?
Yeah,
As
yeah.
and you don't see him, like, you see damage being done to him, but he doesn't seem to take any pain from it, as he just will answer you to what you said, Boris. Tell me, are you a child of Helios? Are you a follower of Helios? That's a lot of sound, by the way, Boris.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That is very loud. Are you a child of Helios? Are you a follower of Helios? Or do you command Helios?
Can I reply already?
One moment. He will grab something, and you see an amber stone with runes embedded within dwarven runes, ancient ones. Or maybe something that looks very similar. And he will throw it to you.
Try and catch it.
This is a sunstone.
What?
Not entirely unexpected.
And he'll just throw it to you. And then he walks. And he will look at you, Cassius, with a side eye and keep walking.
Yeah, I use my reaction to
He's,
take the
he's
thing.
half
Yeah.
open, by the way.
Heeft hij
Yeah, that's
een
fine.
concentration save moeten maken voor zijn invisibility omdat hij damage gepakt?
Fair.
Of is dat weg?
No,
Want
no, no.
nu zien wij die allemaal omdat hij in de buurt van Nolan is, maar
Ja,
he could
true.
be
I'll
invisible
roll
again.
for con, which is
Xeren saw you perform this crazy Helios ritual downstairs.
something was watching. You
Juist.
actually see he loses concentration, You see now the ephemeralness, the greater invisibility wears out, and so that's half movement. That means 15, right? Or well, no, he does one step with half movement, right? So that's 10, and then he does make it to Nolan. Okay.
Oh.
And Cassius, you can roll.
Fuck.
You can roll your attack of opportunity.
I don't have one because I used my reaction to
Oh.
steal or intercept the
Fair. Okay.
flesh columns thing.
So he just side eyes you with a grin and walks forwards slowly.
Little does he know, I've stolen his purse, his watch, and the inside of his pocket.
Why are we here indeed, Nolan? Let's give us some time. And he will grab your head, like he will palm your face, and then snap his fingers and cast Time Stop at 9th level.
That is such a
Counterspell.
cool move.
Okay.
I'm doing
So-
the thing he's doing with my cat right now. Just
Come and bop him back.
All right.
I have counter spells.
So I will take 1d4 turn plus 1 turns.
Oké, dus wij moeten allemaal perfect stilstaan in beeld, terwijl als zij de rest doen. Hè?
Will also be like,
Ja, jij niet, hè?
yeah.
Okay, so I am going to give some narrative shenanigans here. So Nolan, you see everything slow down, the dust on the ground and everything like that, except for you and him. All your friends are frozen in time.
That's I was gonna save us, right? That's cool.
No, it just happens.
Oh, yeah. It just happens, okay.
Powerful stuff.
Als het een 9th level spell is, then it just happens.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So I'm going to just narratively say that this conversation happens within 4 turns, so that's like times 6. As he is casting spells in the meantime. You see him you see eyes crawl up his body. You see that he becomes a little ephemeral to your eyes as well. So, I will admit, I'm being a little opportunistic here. I was simply curious as to why my army was wiped out. It took some doing to construct that. You will also notice, Nolan, that your head can move, nothing else. As he walks over to the packed stone for a moment and just puts his hand, hovers his hand over it for a moment, but never touches it. Tempting.
Need a second one.
Sorry, no, you cut out.
Do you need a second one?
Oh. I think for now, I'm going to refrain. As to what is happening here, looks up to the gate. Why should I foul what little remains of my soul if what is to happen is inevitable? You realize whatever's been set in motion here can no longer be stopped, except for maybe an intervention. And he stares at the packed stone again. And that is fine by my agenda. It's expedient, certain things. But one must be rid of the avatar of regret. Interesting. So, what's your plan?
I want to build a library in Greven on the border of the noble district and the regular district, and I want to give everyone access to free knowledge of the things that currently are unwritten.
Choices are to be made, Nolan. This night might be too much for you to take. Maybe your mind is finally crumbling, but do not jest with me. We've had our conversations. You've been on the sidelines of greatness. I could help you, you know, to alleviate the condition you are under, to no longer be fated to wither away.
Age is a normal thing. You shouldn't escape. You shouldn't thwart nature. It will eventually catch up with you. There would have been a time where this would be a very good and very nice opportunity and offer I could barely resist, but seeing and having met all those mages, including you, trying to thwart death, well, you certainly succeeded, but I don't like those mages, so I have other role models.
As you said, your
And my plan.
condition makes it so that you have accepted your fate. And as you just admitted, there was a time where it would not be accepted for you, or acceptable for you. We can bring that Nolan back.
Like current Nolan. And current Nolan's plan is to destroy you. So if you want to help me doing this, it's, well, go ahead.
Perfect. A damn shame. And with that, he palms your head again. And I need to do some looking here.
Last question.
Yeah.
Do you want to conquer Ante just as Kadanar did by using the power of Helios?
All right, very well, I'll play. I am an admirer of Ante, although it might not be wise to speak such a name here. It might catch up with reality. He is the closest thing we have had to an ascension. And I say we, I mean humanity,
Yes.
not those other creatures. Sadly, the temptations and thwartings of whatever is stuck in this device, this betrayer, I believe he would have done it But he is not
Then-
the only one.
That nearly
Your friend.
ascended, you mean?
Yes, your friend here. And he motions to Boris. It was not an ascendant per se. It did not take the felling of 1,000 souls. It did not require the swarm. But here, humanity, and humanity alone, brought forth a deity.
Cornelius.
And yeah. Yes.
Well, again, it doesn't make any sense to me. So, more questions.
No. I'm giving you the answer. We, on our own, nearly conquered the darkness, and in doing so created the ultimate light. And there, one fallen in darkness conquered it as well by becoming one with it. It's a simple light versus dark, yet in perfect harmony in the same solution. I do not wish to destroy this world, but if in order for it to rise again as it did before, it needs something to fight against. In the eyes of Helios, and in the eyes of darkness. And there will be a safe haven for all of us to flee while light and dark make balance once again, to rid this world of its intruders and its corruption, and to slay false gods.
Still clinging to the mankind, free of other races. Your ideal world.
They have other worlds, they have other realities, just not this one. For here we were destined to surpass all of them. That is my offer. Nolan Tusk Brew, you have seen what foreign gods do. You have suffered amongst them, and you know more than anything that what the human mind can achieve through pure arcana. And we have had heights beyond your wildest dreams. This is mere child's play.
You speak.
So,
You make some sense, but in the last months I've been traveling, I've seen way more deaths caused by humanity than by gods. And I'm looking at him.
all it will be nothing, Nolan. All that has happened in these last few thousand years will be nothing compared to the blood that still has yet to be spilled.
So you want
But
to escape to Severnus and let unleash Helios onto the swarm and elder gods trying to invade this planet? Even Ante, maybe?
It is simple, isn't it not? Whether Anthe will be destroyed or become a flesh and blood human to ascend. Well, like I said, maybe this is good for me, to give things a push, to see what happens before I've calculated everything. It is rather exciting. But well, There will always be a place for you. And that strange rogue there does intrigue me as well. Tainted by something, is he not? Something we might use later. Severnus is not our enemy. I have a haven there. Granted by dear old Rash.
What?
But now, sad to say, our time is up. As I said, this was inevitable. I just gave it the final push. And as he snaps his fingers, the time stops. This time stop ends. And 9th level magic is thrusted upon the gate. As time itself distorts and warps around and around. As you see at the very top, the gate ephemerally closes and completes itself for brief moments. All of you see time had stopped. For a brief moment, you see Kirksaren just move. But he stands there, wreathed in ice, and himself a little ephemeral, as he will, in that last moment of the time stop, move out of the way, because he has quite a bit of movement left. And I will say, with courtesy, he will have dragged Nolan from the center.
The gates are open.
So, with that, I will do a few things here. It's around there. Sorry. Yeah. For a brief moment, you see those gates close. And for a fraction of a second, nothing happens. There's only this crackling sound, this breaking of glass, as you see a line like a shattering mirror at the very center of the gate. The pressure in the room makes your ears pop as the air itself becomes heavy and reeking of this magic. And it is gentle. No explosion of magic. Simply a shattering of glass, and then Cassius, Daria, Boris, and Gord, you are on the other end as you see Kirksaren together with Nolan, and suddenly you are no longer looking upon them like a sheet falling, a ripple in water. A blast of cold air hits your face along with sand and dust as red light streams throughout this entire cavern. Howling winds strange sounds and breaking thunder, you are staring upon the plains of Severinus, as you did once in that abandoned village in the book where you were all trapped, the cathedral where you found Null. But now this is not a dream, this is not an illusion. If you step but a few steps forward, you would be there.
Oeh. Echt, ik ben
Zo-
back 2 seconden. De chauffeur is opgesprongen om een of andere waanzinnige...
Wow.
alarm.
Oh, het is toch niet warm
Ja.
genoeg, Robin? Dat is oké.
So yeah, by the way, you guys are still behind the gate, right? But it is opaque, so you can't look through it. It is basically going to another place.
Are we
But it's
still
only
in turn order?
the
by
gate
the
is
way?
one way, or you can enter like both ways.
Right now, I will say, for expediency's sake, you are looking upon the gates, both of you, well, on both sides, and it is Severinus there.
Okay.
Do
And
we still have the turn order or not?
No, currently that is gone, because I've changed maps, obviously, and I will say, copy this over as the Pact Stone is also still present. Yes.
Light of the Pact Stone diminished, or it doesn't make any.
Well,
There are no visible changes.
Oh. no, that's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to
Multiverse.
paste a dozen of you. Damn it. Seriously? Okay. Fine. Die, all of you.
Aw.
Around there-ish. Okay. Now I'm gonna try that again.
You moved everybody.
Yes. I also killed everybody. Pray I do not do so further.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's fucked. That's alright because I'm fucking up. I hear. Okay. Grand. This system sucks. Sorry, guys. Climatic moment. And then... There. That's a tiny one. It's actually grown to a considerable size. Boundary. So, right now, you hear the screaming of Rash and Irathum's, well, the muffled screaming of Rash in the background. You see Kirksaren standing next to Nolan, somehow not having killed all of you by doing so, by casting his time stop, and just having his arms crossed as he stares into the sands of Severinus. On turn, what are all of you doing?
Divine intervention. If I may.
Sorry?
I want to cast divine intervention.
Go for it.
I want to ask my deity to destroy this portal and prevent it from being used.
Okay. Roll a D100. And if your roll is equal or less than your spell level, your level, right?
Yeah.
So close, very close.
That was my
Very
long
far.
shot.
That was your long shot.
Would have been cool.
Equal to or less 10. So
10 or lower. At level
20.
20, you would have had, well, you would
no,
have had it
automatically,
regardless.
but it's
Yeah.
your level plus 10, no?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just my level, no?
It's just your level. Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
So,
Sad. Martijn en micro staat hebben.
Dat vloeken is waarom dat God niet antwoordt nu.
yeah. I will say
damage too.
that you.
Okay.
There you go. Still nothing. You call out the Helios, destroy this. And Kirksarin just smiles and yells, "Yes! Mighty Helios, show yourself. Bring down your wrath." I'm sorry, Boris, but I simply cannot allow that to happen.
Verandert het feit dat Boris de Sunstone heeft daar iets aan? Kirksarin heeft Boris wel de Sunstone.
Yeah, he
Als
did.
dat een echte is.
And as far as you can tell, it is real, but it doesn't seem to have. It's looking rather inert.
Ah, he's already done
Maybe
stuff
you-
Are
with
we
it.
I'm just
back
going
in
to
the
turn on
turn
the
order,
lights.
or are we,
No, not yet.
or are we free to move? Or
The darkness is taking him over. Oh no.
Yeah. I will allow all of you.
I am good
to
at
have-
stealing and stabbing, and this is the thing I can stab, so
Yeah.
I don't really.
You guys
kunnen we
are
de-
staring down a perfect gate
Ja,
all the
kunnen
way
wij die-
down to Severnus.
Kunnen wij die pact zo nog zien? Like, zien we die nog ergens beneden?
Yeah.
Of die,
It's standing there.
zoomed in the
It's
portal?
right in the
just-
middle.
It's still there.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Maar ik heb al geprobeerd om die in. It's just kinda. It's locked in place there.
You're drawing power from said stone.
No. It looks like the tendrils have stopped. The gate is active. It has been activated. It doesn't seem to draw more power now.
can we
Does
also move?
seeing
Or is my turn?
Severnus do something with Gord?
Well, I wanted to have everyone have a go before we had that conversation.
Something
Oh,
closer.
dear.
Alright. Well, what I was planning on doing was, if I have the time, run to Rashanidre and ask him how to stop this, if he knows it.
Okay.
If I can. I don't know if do I have time for that.
Your choice.
I'm gonna
Well,
try.
How is Rashanidre looking?
Does he have his, well, if I have his thing on, I'm gonna remove it.
Okay.
How do we
So-
stop this?
You've already heard him shout, and he's got like a little view of the gate being held up on the wall there. And you pull the gag from him, the restraint still restricting his magic. And Nolan, you see Kirksarin just very slowly look at Dario doing that and really not doing anything. You see like saliva and snot from his nose, and it's too late. It's too late. You have to somehow He can't come here. He can't. That will be the end. It will be the end. It won't stop there. They'll run. We could hide in the material planes. Not
I
here.
smack him in the face. Say, we know what's there. Get a grip. Stop
Yes.
living in that dreadful fear.
No, you don't understand. Maybe Sharon's right. Maybe if he's here, then we could go there. Severinus is not perfect, but it has air. Will not have whatever he brings.
We are bound to this realm. This is the place we have been given. This is the place we should defend. It is ours. There is no fleeing to another realm.
You are not bound to this realm. You could go home. Yes. It's exactly as we've always said. But now it's not. It is the only way to save your people.
Those are my friends over there. This is my home. I am not going anywhere. I'm not a coward.
Release me and let me run. Please, give me mercy. I must find my daughter and we must leave. Anywhere but here. We shall travel the plains.
I
Yes.
am going to cast, if I can, cast Dispel Magic.
Okay.
Well, 3rd level, because he's still rash. I'm gonna use. I'm gonna try and dispel the chains. And while I'm doing that, so don't know if it works, but while I'm doing that, I'm gonna say, go find your daughter and run. The next time we meet, we will be enemies again. I have not forgiven.
Next time we meet, dear Dario, there will be not be a next time. I will be far gone. And you.
I do hope one day you stop running. And maybe, looking at my friends over there, do something about the dreadful things you cast upon this planet and upon this realm. There is no running from your sins.
I will have my penance. But not in an afterlife being tortured. I shall find a way to atone. But not on this earth. And the Dispel Magic shoots open the bindings. And you will start casting magic. Good luck. I hope your soul will not find torment. And he will cast Teleport. And be gone.
Cowards.
Is anyone else doing anything in these first moments of the gate being opened?
Move up closer to Nolan. That's my divine
Nice.
intervention.
Okay, you will have to go around, because right
Yeah, I
now
want
you
to
don't
go
see
around.
Nolan. Yeah. So just move these corpses out of the way for less clutter.
Yes, je staat heel dichtbij, niet?
Yeah, I know.
Dat is precies.
I know.
Ene voet erin.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna move towards Gord and look at Gord and go, Gord, is everything okay, buddy? Well, subconsciously grabbing a non-existent dagger that will exist if I need it.
Gord is just staring in the abyss.
Because we've not, like, Gord's been acting very weird since he's been down
Yeah.
here. Like,
Yeah, for
saying,
sure.
I'm Gord Grimbeard, also, and it's not great.
So
Did you see
if
that
everyone,
stopped? He's just staring into the portal.
yeah. So, Gord, these are those sands. So is everyone done with their turns, by the way?
What kind of shoes is Gord wearing?
Flying
Boots of
ones.
flying.
Boots of flying. So they would not have shoestrings that I could quickly tie together.
No.
Velcro.
I have nothing. I don't have manacles or anything that I can
No.
use to restrain him. And tying him with a rope in 6 seconds is not happening.
So,
Missing a mug.
Gord, those sands, those skies, were they the last thing you saw? Or were they the first? You look upon those sands, those rocks and elements of fallen civilization. But you are not looking through a gate. You are standing above a dome of blue crystal. There are no screams here, only inside your mind. There is calm here, and the people have come to know you. Those two red eyes looking down upon them, as if they are part of a memory. Are they a figment? Are they something you created? Something that grew here? And then you look into the distance to where the real city once was. And the gate, for eons dormant, alive again. You remember where it leads. Old interior. The last few of the cities. Your wife and child bid you farewell for the last time. Is this another dream? Is this another memory? Gord, you are lying on stone pavement. You hear strange sounds. Still, the black sands of Severnus around you. But you look up at this immense glass, crystal dome of blue. Two red eyes above you. A shape of shadow, as tall as the skies itself. It looks to you for a moment, and then walks away. Gord, you're looking to your old home. And with the vision you have, even though it's miles away, you see it's no longer what it used to be. It too has crumbled. And you feel, you sense your people screaming. Others as well. And you begin to reach for them. all of you are staring upon Severnus. Cassius, you, amongst all of that red and black, you see something blue. A dome of some kind, maybe made from crystal. And above it, 2 red eyes in a shadowy shape that is suddenly growing closer and closer. Hands as large as the sky themselves starting to reach closer and closer to the gate. You all watch as Gord is no longer him. A white changeling is standing there wearing his weapons and armor. Here's your next turn.
Okay. I am moving.
Things are gonna get weird, guys, now.
Yeah.
Going to get is an understatement.
I
Yeah.
am running towards Gord, but I cannot reach him. But I'm just gonna shout towards the being at the other side of the gate. And I'm going to yell, "Give us back our friend. He fulfilled his purpose. Now he's ours again."
Make a persuasion roll.
Ooh,
20.
that's a good rule.
Note of that.
I need good rolls on that one because I don't have any modifiers.
What is everyone else doing?
I'm still moving up to Nolan.
Okay.
Potentially casting a spell for Kirksiren.
I want to move towards the backstone.
I'm not touching that thing with a 10-foot pole, yo.
Yes, but I'm panicking.
I will be moving towards the portal.
Actually put it in one of the squares so you can actually get there. There you go.
And I will just mumble, I need to send her a message. I need to send her a message. And I don't have any spell slots left. So I will touch the backstone
Ah,
Okay.
I know who.
I can.
and trying to force a spell for which I do not have the spell slot.
Okay. So, yeah, Gord, you're just standing there. You are currently stunned, but don't worry, you'll get some
Okay.
agency as a player soon.
Sure.
Okay,
Can I cast my spell? Or
Boris, you can do so. Yes. What do you want to do?
I'm attacking Kirksiren.
Okay.
Oof.
16. He will shield.
Okay.
Actually, no. You know what? He what's that? Yeah. So he'll take it. Yeah. 4th level? Sure.
That hits.
Yeah.
Oof.
Das är
Very-
Hevelsassen.
That's very good.
Oh, damn.
30 points. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 ones, of course. But the bolt impact thing, you see him rock past, and you just hear Kirksiren laugh. I am not your enemy here, Boris. I would say we are allies in the light, above all.
Then why do you chain the light?
I did not chain. So this conversation is happening while everything else is happening. So I was not one of those to chain. In fact, Boris, we strive for the same goal. To release what we have created.
Yet your path goes through the valley of death.
This world has known more of our blood soaked into the stone and earth than you could possibly imagine. What is another drop spilled?
Too much.
With that, Nolan?
Ja, Nolan zijn ding is toch.
Yeah. You place your hand. And you do not feel the immediate repulsing, but instead, you hear a voice whisper in your head. Oh. Interesting. The voice of Seth. What shall it be, no? How many shall we spend? What is your purpose? I could make this difficult for you.
Control the pact stone.
Okay. You place this hand, and now this information is present in your mind. This feeling as if you've woken up in a morning. You know every morning you wake up that there is an anchor of arcana to you. You know your abilities. You know how far you can push yourself. All of that is gone now. If you wished to pluck a star from the sky and make it your own, it would be so. So then, Nolan, I give you the ability that a billion mages have wished for throughout the ages. I will allow you. Are you going to fight him? Are you going to bring him low? You could ask for anything. The end of Kirksarian. Or simply to close this gate.
Or stuff I do not yet know. I know which spell I want to cast. I need to bring her here.
Yes, you do. But you could just say the words and bring her here. Why waste it on such a pitiful thing?
Can I force him out of my mind and still be in control of the pact stone? Or is he the pact stone?
He is the agent of the stone. If you
Ugh.
are forcing yourself, you need to make the wisdom save. If you do this with him present, it is just going to happen.
And that's why. Ah, okay. Let's see. I will try and force it.
Make a charisma save.
Charisma or wisdom?
Charisma. Was it wisdom the last time? I think it was always charisma.
Doesn't matter.
Charisma.
Okay.
Always
Yeah.
charisma.
Yeah.
Decay. Shit.
The power of your.
Yes, I thought it would
Self.
have been wisdom. I have a very nice wisdom. Well, we'll
I
see.
think that's the reason why you failed last time.
Yes.
17.
17 is not bad.
No, but maybe not enough.
It's not high, isn't it?
I will say this. In the situation we are now, and with the stone being as active as it was, you force yourself through Seth, and you feel that he has weakened because he is but a voice now, anchored. You push through, and there are things that are starting to make sense in your mind. Why is he here? Why is he bound? Because he was the one who created it. As you touch the stone and all of this rushes through you, you feel all the people that have once used this. You feel their presence. And the first was Seth. You were muted there, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
And no ante.
He never used it. These souls were stolen from him.
Ooh, maybe Antiskid is in there.
So, do you cast Sending?
Yes.
It's a 3rd level spell. So, make your message as you take 3d8 points of psychic damage as Seth is trying to fight you.
I'll take it.
Not quite breaking the DC, but him not being powerful enough to stop you. So a d8 for every level cast.
Oh boy.
Let me see. Well, I will of course send it to Sitwe, who is
Yeah.
roaming this planet as a, I don't know what, astral planetary thing.
I'll say, while you think about the message, Gord. Yeah.
Can I still do
just
the thing?
Sure.
Because I did not get to go yet.
This
I
is
want
true.
to cast Detect Thoughts on Gord/not Gord.
Okay.
Who's in front of me.
Interesting.
All
To see
right.
what's going on inside and if Gord is still home or not.
Gordon, make a wisdom save, please. Or is it just the surface thoughts, or are you gonna go deep?
No, I don't know if I can go beyond surface thoughts the moment I cast, but
Yeah, you can.
I think I can. Yeah, then I'll go look as for all I cast.
Yeah, wisdom is gonna skip this
Nice.
Yeah,
Boy,
that tracks.
yeah,
Maybe-
the saves.
Nice.
Maybe for the best.
I was just wanting to find my friend.
You would have gone
You-
crazy.
Nobody is home.
You get surface thoughts, and this is not the mind of one person. There are 2 distinct events taking place in this mind right now. You hear the desperate need to return home, 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 broken, but home. Is she still there? Is he still there? Are they still there? That loud thundering hitting you in the back of the fucking skull bad. And then You have... What is this place? Why am I here? Who are these people?
Okay. Well, that was my action and my things.
Alright. With that, Nolan, you ready with your message?
Yes. Join me once more. Bring your friend. Deep beneath Olosso's wizard's tower. Your husband's arrival is imminent. Help us stop him destroy this world and descend.
Nice.
Response. Oh no. Whatever you do, he cannot step through. Do whatever you can. I will make haste.
Yeah. In the meanwhile, on the other side of the world, cat, please.
Right. So, Gord. You are picked up and dragged inside this dome by people. You hear voices, but you are wounded, you are hurt, at the brink of death. You feel the sting of medicine as they clean your wounds. Physically, not with magic. And then everything becomes a blur for a long time. You wake up in a bed, a white room, all kinds of things attached to you, which you pull out time and time again until people rush in. They tie you down, strap you. Then everything fades again. How long passes? You have no idea. Eventually, you do wake. And a man is standing in front of you. He looks somewhat familiar. The moment he speaks, you immediately know who he is. How curious. This is the voice of Kirksaren, who's standing over your hospital bed. Well, it complicates things. I had not expected you to at least find your way here. This is a problem. My people have already been asking questions. You shouldn't be here. I've told them nothing can survive outside of the city. They're not ready. Well, regardless. What to do with you? Certainly don't want to anger him. It seems you are his gift to us, for whatever reason. But you can't know that. And you feel your mind being probed by some kind of magic, and you pass out again.
Are these as Gord Grimbeard or as the human soldier?
This is Gord.
This is Gord, yeah. Okay.
Gord. You reaching for home. You want to see them. You want to know if they are all right. How long has it been? You don't know. Home. Ever closer. All of you, 2 hands reach the gates, and 2 hands ache the sides, and 2 burning, impossibly large eyes are starting to reach for the gate and push, but they are too large. You feel the metal and concrete of the structure groan and scream, creak, as an immense power is starting to try and get through. All of your turns.
I am going. Well, since the gate is active, let's try something. I'm going to try and cast Moonbeam on one of the hands.
Okay.
Just I wanna stall and do whatever I can to
Sure thing.
stall it from entering. I'll do this. We'll see whether or not the spell will be consumed. I don't know. Well, just imaginary somewhere on his hand.
Yeah, on the corners. Yeah, I didn't have stages of the creature coming through. Maybe in a different campaign. Yes, I know, right? Sure. He succeeds the save, but roll damage.
This is the same thing that once rolled a 49.
Well, I know. Okay, I'm just tickling him.
So, a light comes from the sky and hits basically the tip of one of the fingers. The size of this is being distorted. And you see that the shadow, for a moment, pulls away, and you see skin. Gourds, take 13 points of radiant damage, please.
Okay.
And you hear a scream from this white creature called Gord Grimbeard, as his body is being burned. Yeah.
I don't care.
Not even a little bit.
At this point, I'm fixed on.
I rush further into Kirksern.
Okay.
And he finds my fairies again.
Okay.
So he needs to make a wisdom save.
Good fairy tale.
Sure. 28.
Okay. How did he fail it before?
Yeah, by rolling 3s and 4s.
Rolled really badly.
He has a plus 10.
Half of that.
Usually. Yeah.
Undone.
Okay. He is just going to look at you again. The damage impacting him. You should look behind you. I am simply here as a spectator.
Yeah, I'll just miss him face. With advantage.
Okay.
Oh boy.
20. Okay. Mirror image. It's roll d6. Roll d6 for each remaining duplicate. 3 or higher. Yeah. Your mace lands a hit, and then a illusion falls away from Kirksaren. Also, you take fire. Fire. There we go.
Is this your way of telling me I should not touch him anymore?
That's actually low. 3 points of cold
Three
damage.
meters.
3 points of cold damage as you trigger his fire shield, which is set to cold right now.
Right.
Can I check if I see the second sunstone?
There's now
yeah,
a simulacrum
it's-
of a master necromancer.
Oh,
Yeah.
It doesn't
oh.
mean spoilers.
Yeah, well, I think
How?
it
I
confirms
removed that.
Oh, no.
suspicion I had.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Spoiler, ik heb niet mogen voorlezen.
so I will say
I mean,
at this point, as you start damaging him, you don't see blood,
mhm,
but you see snow fall away from him.
yeah, makes
Awesome.
sense.
Het is niet eens een echt.
No, that was a suspicion I had.
Are you afraid?
Damn wizards.
I mean, he was just walking without any worries.
Die heeft simulacrums die 9th level timestops kunnen casten.
Well, if you cast Simulacrum
Damn.
not the wish way, then they
Yeah, I
have the
know,
9th level spell.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, he's
That's not even the real guy, and he's
Yeah.
soloing
Yeah,
us.
Darn.
he could have done some damage if he would have used that time stop for real reasons. Then yeah,
We would be dead.
We'd be staring into 5 delayed fire.
yes, because he does have that. That's a spell that's in here. Look at that. There you go. See? Yeah.
Now Nolan wants to accept his offer. Damn.
Where is
So,
this
yeah.
session?
I have no idea. It's great.
Me neither.
Uh,
we... Oh, sorry. Nee, jij
Yeah, go on.
had iets gedaan. Nee,
Nope,
I was
nee.
just gonna ask, could we see that the creature known as Gord Grimbeard and the giant hands were taking damage at the same time?
Yeah.
I will just look at the sky. And maybe our good friend is still scrying on us and not just yell, "Get some bloody mages down here."
Or devils. Devils is okay as
I
well.
don't, yeah.
where is that?
Anything.
I will release the Pact Stone
Okay.
because I'm still shit scared of this thing. And I will magic missile the hand.
Okay.
Would you gonna hit him?
You're definitely going to hit him.
Yeah, yay. I mean, that's the highest spell slot I have at the moment, so let's go for
Miet
it.
zo juist tussen de nagel en de vinger. Zo.
Oh.
Ja, de nagel, dat is zo, ja.
Dat is critical
Alright.
damage.
Yeah.
So
Is dat... Ah!
with that, and it's a first level. Oh, that's only one.
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
2.
I should have fireballed at this time.
Yeah. So that's, I believe, 6 points of damage, Gord.
Sure.
You did a thing.
As you see, like the impact on the nails, and then Gord as well.
And I will step away.
Okay. Ah, the fucking token, man. Oh well. Reveal. Yeah. Fucking Foundry.
Yeah, but
That's why it was like a half-failed import. That's why the fucking name was still there. Okay. Now, Gord. You wake up again. In a bed. This time, the wires and everything are gone. And there is someone sitting beside you. You see a young woman, maybe early 20s, but she looks tired. Her eyes are a little saggy. She has thin, almost platinum blonde hair, and she seems to be wearing a uniform of some kind. She has insignias on her that are unfamiliar to you. Hey, you awake? I was hoping to ask you some questions.
Where am I?
You're safe, safer than you were. You're in a hospital right now.
How
City of
long
Severin.
have I been here?
Couple of days.
My friends. Was I alone?
Yeah. Well, not technically. Our big friend up there left you alone or brought you. We're not kind of sure, so we've got a lot of people wondering exactly what's going on. So, what's your name?
I'm Lord Grimbeard of Nosor.
All right. And that's strange. Where did you come from? How did you get outside of the walls?
I was never inside the walls. I'm from another world. There was a big portal. There was the breach. It opened.
Okay.
There's life beyond the city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We he did say he'd say that, but really, I mean, you're clearly not normal. You have some kind of growth defect or whatever. Normally, we
Yeah, she's
well, if you were undocumented, then that's fine, right? I mean, those strange things you
I'm
made.
not a
They were,
human like you. I'm not from this world.
yeah, okay, sure.
Look, no.
I mean, we're not trying. We're not
to
trying to discriminate here. Okay, we've. Okay.
I will
Let's just.
cast a fireball at some random, if I can.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
thing in the room that would not preferably be flammable.
You use the sigil of Tormodon, lights up on your neck, and the bolt shoots out, and you hear a clanging of some metal, and a part of some drapes. A curtain catches fire. In Helios's name, what did you do?
Helios? Who is this Helios to you?
Okay, now you're pushing your luck, then.
History's repeating itself.
How did you? And she like grabbed your wrist and looked at your hand, and of course you are in a hospital gown. There's nothing there. The sigil of Tormodon still lighting up a little bit. Okay. I just and she suddenly her face changes for a moment. See the emotion drain for a moment. Grab your collar and pull you close. I suggest that you don't do that anymore. And you hear her speaking fluent common, which you realize these people weren't speaking before, as there's something on your head, a little stone of some kind, a device that you've heard the language be translated by. She's now speaking common. These people can be saved. You just need to play along. My name's Litha. I can help you. But we just need to play this safe. Okay?
I'll just nod.
Good. How's Felix Lustrum? Still the dump I remember it to be? And she'll pull back.
It's a shithole.
Always has been.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, what he said.
What the fuck?
Who are these people?
Gord is confused. He hurts himself in confusion.
Yeah,
Really
welcome to the
We
next...
don't know any of this is happening, right?
No. You just see rapid eye movements on Gord fucking Grimbeard.
Well, the grey blob that used
Yeah.
to be Gord from.
So now they will lock up Gord in a psychic ward. He will start drawing patterns on walls and decide to repeat himself.
Yeah.
That's almost a Prince and a half reference there.
If we find out that Gord is somehow Helios the whole time, I'm gonna lose my mind.
So,
What the fuck?
Gord, you are in pain, which is strange, because it is something you haven't felt in a very long time. It is a distant sting, something almost amusing compared to what you have suffered before. But nevertheless, it hurts you. And you look down into this doorway that has shrunk down to something far too small, which is strange because it used to tower above you as you walked past and through it to battle. Now you can barely fit your hand, and it hurts. You all see the hand release the grip on the doorway and look, the two burning eyes looking upon the little bit of skin exposed through the wreathing shadow, pulling away from the moonbeam. And now you see those two red eyes staring at all of you, waiting, studying, and then looking upon the stone at the center. Your turns.
I'll look towards the dragon we have.
Yeah.
Calendula?
Calendula.
Calendula. Yeah. And I'll say, like, if you or your father owe anything to Gord, now would be the time to help him.
Pressure.
Okay. And you say that in her mind, of course.
Assuming she understands one language, I can telepathically say that to Calendula so that nobody else
You
overhears, I
see
guess.
the head rise up and then look at Gord, look at everything happening. And you get a nod, a single downward nod from the dragon.
Okay. And then I'm going to try and shove the creature prone so it has a difficult time getting back up and walking through the portal, if that is still what it... Because it's still just standing there, right?
It is 100 times
No, I mean
larger than the gate.
No,
Oh.
not the giant one, but the
I'm gonna shove
Gord Grimbeard gray blob
Yeah.
that's in front of
Yeah,
me.
sure.
Ah, okay.
Go for it.
The Gord's the gray blob. Yeah, sorry, I should have specified which creature.
Yeah. So yeah,
'Cause
sure.
I'm
Make a
not passing
shove.
That
Make a shove
death
attack.
athletics check
Yeah.
against the other guy.
No, the
I'll
the
choose my
demigods is
athletics.
hard to tackle.
Yeah, I figured that is not going to.
Okay.
that's not
So
going to
unless
succeed.
God rolls a 1,
on my way.
so athletic. Yep.
Where's that?
Well, he has to be.
Athletics,
He
yeah.
has to meet. If he meets my athletics enough, so I don't think he can roll minus.
Yeah, but a 1 would be because you have a -1, so you didn't roll critically failed. So if he rolls a natural 1, which he doesn't, 6, a 9 with a 17. Yeah. So you, I'm gonna tackle him, and you just hit a brick wall.
I don't generally do this. I have two big, beefy muscle guys who do stuff like this.
Yeah.
He's one of them. One?
He's one of them. Yeah.
Gord is one of those.
Okay.
Gord's my guy if I need someone to be tackled. That's why everybody has two, so one of them can tackle the other. Oh, Jesus.
All right, that's Cassius' turn.
Yeah, I
Right.
wanted to check. Am I within 30? Yeah, I'm within 30 feet of the hands. Should I, or one of the hands? Should I want to be right?
Yeah.
I don't need to move for that. Yeah.
They're no. It's if you want to,
They're big enough.
like you've got ranged attack. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll move up to the hand on this side then, I guess.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we will get the fairy damage, I assume.
Okay. So he makes a save, and roll your guardians, your spirit guardians
I'm looking where they are.
around you.
Guiding bolt. Yeah. Found him.
Okay. Interesting. Gord, you heal by 18 points.
What?
You heal 18.
We
Okay.
keep
And I
using Gord,
use-
but there's multiple Gords now, and it's very confusing.
Yeah.
And I use
Hey,
Radiance
I'm-
of the Dawn.
Your thing. Each hostile creature must save a con save or take radiant damage. Okay. So roll the damage. Okay. Gord, you heal another 22.
What?
We're going outside of the rulebook here, guys. We're doing things.
Apparently so.
Narratively
Continue to
and
not
both
understand what's
experimentally.
going on.
I'm just gonna
Let's
run to the
read
corner
in.
and cry a bit because I don't know what the fuck I should be doing.
Well,
right now.
here's what happens. It all makes sense in my head.
Yeah,
Everything makes
nearly-
sense in my head.
The newly ascended creature likes divine energy.
Yeah. You have a moment where these symbols of Helios pass through one of the hands that's still the one hand that is still on the gate. And there is an immediate reaction. Whereas first it was studying its own hands and then eyeing the pact stone. You see this massive head turn towards Boris.
I'm gonna get slapped.
And a hand reaches and then stops to grab you, but a palm opens and then a voice speaks, but it is incomprehensible. There is a wail, a scream, a cry, something is trying to form words where it hasn't for centuries. And you see through Gord's eyes, you see tears rolling. What is everyone else doing? Does anyone else
Gord
have
being
an
the
action?
gray blob here, right?
Yes.
That's crying now.
Okay, on which side is the hand?
The hand is where Boris is.
Okay. And it
Too far.
it should have been damaged by this divine energy, but instead it was healed.
It's
Yes.
very confusing.
So it has some kind of connection to the divine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a
I'm lost.
failed
I don't know what.
ascension. It's an ante is a failed ascension, so
Okay. Then I am moving towards the hand, which I'm assuming this gets me
Ooh.
close enough.
Okay.
Right. And then I am using this.
Just
The
have
weapon?
what? What are you using?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Excuse me?
I am slapping the hand that is some kind of divine thing with the thing that kills divine things.
Oh,
Mm,
Okay.
Yeah.
At least I'm attempting to.
He's smiling. He
Yeah.
wanted this to happen.
yeah, of course.
Roll
I
your
am not
attack.
going to not use the Godslayer 3000
Oh
salt.
god.
I
So
am forever cursing myself by doing this, by the way.
you
Yeah, I know.
see Cassius reach into his bag and pull out this horrible curved scimitar longsword. Cassius, through your gloves, this binds to your hand.
Yeah, I figured this would happen.
You are now attuned to null.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on.
what?
What is Kirksarian's reaction?
Did he buy a scimitar or something?
We'll
He's
get to
opening a
that.
closet.
We'll
Getting
do.
a
We'll
sword,
do this in.
isn't
Yeah.
He's getting. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. All right.
I have props for this.
Yeah,
And
you
it
do.
even rattles like the other one.
Yeah, because it is indeed like a rattly, horrible thing of a sword.
This is an old
I
sword.
like this.
Well, it's not that
Nice.
old, but it's
All right.
for greater purpose. So do I roll
You
an
roll
attack,
for
or what do I
attack.
do?
Yeah.
This is normal.
Make me proud.
Plus-
Don't have
And
great
you've got a-
bonuses because I'm not proficient.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, come on.
Is that with the +3?
That is with the wait. Hold up. I have proficiency. No, wait. I roll
so-
a 4.
Yeah,
I
so
get +3 from.
it's a +3 weapon as well.
I get +3 from the weapon, and then +4 because it gives me proficiency.
So +7.
So
But you have a
that's-
-1.
+7, but I have a
Basically
-1,
13,
so that's a
10.
10 instead.
Yeah.
Which I don't think helps. I'm gonna put this down now because it's kind
Yeah,
of.
this is well, but Cassius won't.
He won't ever. suppose.
You swing with the sword, and it is unwieldy. It is a horribly balanced sword. It is a great sword wielded in a single hand.
Well, I have 2 hands, but not
Yeah,
that matters,
but-
right?
Yeah, but that's true. So, but it's ungainly,
Mhm.
and
This is far heavier than anything I've ever used.
yeah, even though you're instantly proficient with it, it's still a weight for your frame, and you maybe in fear close your eyes a moment as you hear a loud clang as you hit the side of the gate.
Depowering the gate and closing it forever.
Yeah, that's the session, everyone. Thanks for playing. We'll set the date for next time. But there are that is beautiful. I roll a natural 20 for Kuxern as he slowly cocks his head.
Can he even see me? Because there's a portal. How does the
Yeah,
logistics of all
it's
this works?
you by doing this are currently standing on in Severnus.
I'm in the yeah. Okay, that's fair. And
Yeah,
he can see
so-
into Severnus, so he can see.
yeah.
Yeah, he knows.
So once you cross the barrier,
Yep,
there
that's
you
fine.
are. And he just... Oh. Now that might be a problem. And in his turn...
That's good, because problems for the bad guy are good for us, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but now he's
Yeah.
gonna.
You said it is on our side, no? He wants to
He
say
He
was,
was,
uh,
yeah.
He was here to
Yeah.
spectate.
He was doing
Yeah.
nothing. I don't think he's gonna do nothing anymore.
The judge is
He
going
is
to card
also
him
a
if he
villain.
intervenes.
There you go.
I only have one attack with a great sword too, because I don't get.
Yeah, no, you don't have a bonus.
I am not. Well,
There we are. So... I can't really do that, can he? Because... Yeah, no, I can't be that big of a bastard.
Don't tell
Sorry.
me I should have blown him up anyways. Oh,
Yeah, well,
I don't think
This
you
is
would have
confusing.
succeeded.
he's just going to cast a wall of force in a nice little bubble around you, Cassius.
again.
That sounds like I can't dexterity save evasion my way out of.
Nope.
So that's bad.
So, spells.
I will run up to him.
Let that be cast, and it is actually yeah, there's a template there, but it's basically a circle around you, okay, and in between Anthe.
The sphere. With a radius of up to 10 feet, you can shape lesser.
I will activate the Geomancer's Robe's ability to cast Erupting Earth.
Okay.
And I have lost 2 AC, so I will cast this at 5th level.
Okay.
How do I cast this thing?
Probably need to get the spell, right?
Yeah, I'm clicking on the spell in the... but I do have Erupting Earth in my spell book, I think, so I'll just use that.
Yeah, and then just cast it as a higher level without the spell slot.
Boom. You need to succeed.
Dex save.
And I will say, you should stop meddling now.
Pak jij je
He-
eigen ook mee? For dramatic
Oh.
purpose of niet?
Nee, I'm the center of the spell.
Choose a point you
Huh?
can see.
Yes, but this is the spell cast from a spell book, but I'm activating the ropes.
Ah,
and
okay.
on the
Yeah.
ropes, I am the center
I
of
see.
the eruption.
He
Pak
does.
jij dan ook niet? Kun je wel
Oh,
damage?
this-
Ah, oké.
Reactivates it.
I will
Ah,
be
here we go.
From him.
difficult terrain.
Dex.
Ah, ja.
He has sadly a +9 to Dex saves, so he does make the save.
Shit.
As I rolled an
That's not-
18, so that's a 25.
This is a superhuman. Oh well.
He's been working out.
Whatever happens. Oh.
Ooh, that's a
Maybe
really
he rolled-
shitty roll.
Maybe he rolls really
damn
bad
it.
on his concentration save.
Maar ja, dat is slecht gerold.
Ja.
Ah,
Dat was het niet.
No, that's not it.
All right.
To be
That's
fair, ik
sad
heb
because
een attack.
that's a good use of that spell, but so 17 points. Okay. Oh no, half.
Half.
Yeah.
So
What he saved.
Yeah. Okay. So
I don't
heal
suppose
half.
he fails his concentration through sheer luck on our part, right?
Well, we'll see. So
a wall of force
apply
is not
healing
concentration.
and then apply
Well,
half
force
damage.
concentration staat erbij.
Yep, it is.
Right.
So I will make him roll. It's half the
Yeah,
damage.
so
So okay.
10, want half the damage is niet gewoon
Ja.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He rolls a 10. so makes the save.
Yeah.
All right. So
Good try.
and he just turns to you, Noel, and says, "I'm very sorry, but that is a problem."
We know.
That's exactly what I intended to do. I cause problems. For bad
Ben?
guys.
Well, hey, you, at least you're being useful in combat, as with all of this magic flinging and god slaying going on.
Well, I
Good
mean,
thing
useful,
to do.
Hitting the attack would, of course, been
Better.
preferable, of course.
Yeah. All right. Then, Gord. You are now in a facility, in a room. Not quite with padded walls, but there's a table here, there's a bed, there's even a strange device that seems to cast illusionary images and sounds in languages you can actually understand with the device they've given you. Exactly. You can't turn it off. It's 24/7. It's torture. Where you hear a shouting and a screaming coming from one of the other rooms. You don't understand. You know. I have to get out of here. I have to get out. This is not where I'm supposed to be.
Oh.
Oh.
And you hear the voice of someone. Some of the last things you remember, really, before you woke up here, was this horrible little creature of a man. You remember, you were at his village at the cathedral. All of these images, they come back to you. Look, I know you're here. We have to talk. She's not who she's not who she seems. I'm supposed to be free. I'm supposed to be somewhere. If you can hear me, only when I see you. Then, Gord,
Yes.
something strange is happening.
Neighbor.
Nobody.
You, yeah,
Up until now, everything has been
no.
totally normal.
yeah. This is all perfectly said. This is what my brain is like. I'm sorry. You are still standing above this doorway. You still want to go home, but there is a moment where you felt something dangerous. Something came close to hurting you for real. And you pull back. You haven't felt this. You haven't felt adrenaline in some time. A bullet whizzing past your head, an explosion, shrapnel, a demon too close, where you didn't expect him to be. Those feelings are ancient. All of you hear the thrum of a heartbeat, getting stronger and louder. But I still have to go home. I have to save them. And a hand is reaching for the backstone again. What are you guys doing? Oh yeah, right. It was Calendula's turn then. I forgot about that.
Because I didn't do anything yet.
Okay, great. So you go first, and Calendula is going to fly over.
I am going to change into a brown bear, I guess.
As you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna wild shape because I'm out of spells really. Spend ability. I'm going to wild shape and rush towards Kirksharin at the moment.
Alright. So we do have a black bear. I have so many black bears, holy shit.
I have a brown bear in my
Yep, okay, please.
PC.
You can, I think you can throw it in.
How do I do that?
Or I'll do it for you. Just drag and drop normally.
Can't drag it.
No, okay.
Dragon.
Here you go.
Thank you. Well, I used my movement right before, so that's my turn.
Okay. So Dario is here. We'll just say, yeah, because I don't know, you still have vision, right, if I do this?
Yeah, I still have my vision.
Okay. Okay, then Calendula is going to use her weakening breath through the portal. And of course, everything's safe, but you see not fire, but some yellowish golden magic that surrounds Anthe for a moment and then dissipates. And there's a lot of motion, a lot of contemplation, hesitation from the creature standing in front of the gate. What are the actions that you all are taking?
I'll
hamster ball
back to
disappears.
Kirksharin, avoiding the damaged ground. Moving my spirits with me, of course, so they should hit.
Kunt nog eentje
should
dichter
hit.
komen, denk ik.
Yeah.
So I need a wisdom save again.
Yeah. 13 with a 3.
13.
I'm rolling shit. Yeah.
Full damage then.
Nice.
18 points of radiant damage. Okay.
So
Still standing.
And then I'll do a guiding bolt at level 2.
Con save on the
Yeah.
hamster ball, I think.
On an 18, so that is still 10. Yeah, he makes it. 24. He'll counterspell that one. Reaction used.
Okay. Then I already cast the spell. Then I'm shit out of luck. So next time he starts his turn, he does need to make throw again.
Okay. So I will say with that, because we're not doing turn order right now, roll that damage again. You rolled a natural 1.
Okay.
Ooh. The hamster ball.
So, and he has 9 hit points left. So with that, you see the spirit guardians just start to pierce Kirksaren, and you see water and ice starting to pull away from his body as he just turns to you, Boris, and as this shape is starting to fall apart, he says, "Embrace, follower of Helios, become something more, and tame this beast. Must it destroy your world?" And he collapses into a pile of snow, and a single skull, human skull, falls in place as well, where you see again, Nolan, very familiar markings that you've seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming I'm no longer in a hamster ball, because
You are not.
I am going to try and make another attack on the hand, which is still there and in reach, or did it move?
No, he pulled back. He did feel the danger and pulled back. But the thing is, there is still this massive, gigantic avatar standing.
Yeah. I don't suppose I'm within 60 feet of it to be able to run up to it and make a melee.
You would have to run further
Straight
into
into the room.
Severnus.
Yeah, and it's not 60 feet. It's much further.
You would probably hit something at 60 feet, yeah.
Because I have a base movement speed of 60 feet right now. Because
Yeah.
Still active. Well, actually,
Okay.
because I did unattune from something by forcibly attuning from
Yeah.
to null.
So
it did take up a slot, so it would be the boots,
you can
the
shoot
cloak, or the tattoo. It's random,
Yeah.
according to
Okay.
null's
All right, right. So I have to roll the 3 for me, and then 1, 2, 3 in the list of your
I'll have them in
equipment.
the order that they're in my inventory.
Yeah.
My inventory is. That's the boots. So I
Okay.
do not have a 60. Well, I do have a 60 feet if I die. Can I remove?
Yeah,
my
you
attunement
bonus action
somehow?
dash.
I can bonus action dash if I want to get, but then I would run into, the area with the portal, which I don't know if it's the smartest idea. I'm also trying to figure out how to remove attunement.
Yeah, we can remember it, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it? I think I'm fine just holding the gate and just making sure it doesn't come through right now. Because I'm still.
Okay. You
also
can hold
kinda
your
waiting-
action.
Yeah, if it comes in range again, I will hit it. Because I'm also kind of waiting to see if Calendula does something. Because Cassius is operating under the assumption that if he hits it, he will also sever any kind of connection that Gord, if Gord is still somehow in there, has with Tormodon, because that is also a divine connection that would be severed. So he is under the assumption that if you land and severs connections, it would also permanently doom Gord to whatever is happening with his soul, which is bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just hold my action and wait. If it comes in again and looks like it's trying to make another attempt to come through, I will try and strike at it.
Okay.
But I'm hoping it won't be necessary.
Who else?
Well, I my template of the moonbeam is gone. It should still be there. I'm going to place a moonbeam over the backstone, so whenever something trying to reach it is going to get burned.
Okay.
And I shall move 40 feet. I have 40 feet.
Okay. The moonbeam moves over to the packed stone. I'll do that. A few things happened then. Also, yeah, he's invisible, that's fine. The beam hits the packed stone. The entity before reels back and wants to reach, but then stops before you, Cassius. And it almost seems to bend and momentarily shrink, as then this light, this energy flows through it from Calendula. Gord, you have been in this place for a while now. And every so often you hear the shouting and screaming, but nothing much seems to change. You sleep, you eat, nothing much else. When a moment comes when you are caught in the dream, and before you stands Tormadon, the large, impossible platinum dragon, leaning in, and a different voice speaks to you. This is not the bombastic male voice, but this is a more female voice that looks concerned and says, "Why have you not prayed? Why have you not asked for help? Why are you there? Why do you exist here and wonder why? Surely you must take action. Surely you must fight and not simply exist." But you try to speak. But it is almost impossible. You force your voice. And yeah, it hurts to speak, but go ahead.
I am Gord Grimbeard of Nosor. I am Gord Grimbeard of Nosor. And I'm still here. Guardian to Calendula. I'm still here. Friend to Dario, to Boris, to Nolan, to Cassius, to Enromast. I am still here. I am still here.
Are you really? What was taken from you, Gord? Why is none of this familiar? Is this you? Is this your world?
I don't belong here. I want to go home, and then I get a little flashback to the feelings of Ante.
Yeah.
I want to go home and protect those I love. And again, it's an overlap with Ante. It's I want to protect. I want to go back to my loved ones. They're right there through the gate, and I'll try to stand up if I can.
Okay.
And I'll try to regain the strength in my body to move, and through willpower, I'll try to get up.
You force yourself on your feet. The chattering of the illusionary box in the background and the screams of the creature called Greth somewhere echoing down these halls. You reach for that door, and it opens. You step through into a room that is not the hallway you saw. You see home, the cold interior of Gate City. What number was it again? You've moved so much, you can't keep up. Is this 11? Was it 8? But regardless, this was not your home, really. This is where you stayed. This is where your wife is. And this is for your son. The place where he is growing up. All of you now see the apparition, the ghost, and Cassius, you have never seen this shape before. Next to Calendula, a shape appears, a ghost of a woman. And she shouts, "Darling, love of my life, you cannot go home. You cannot be here yet." Gord, you sit in this room and you see her sitting there on that couch. A strange circular setup in a larger compartment than most people have here. You do live in a certain sense of luxury, whatever it might be here, so deep underground. Facing that damn gate that you have stepped through each time you have to leave here. In the background you hear a game being played. You hear the laughter and shouts and ordering around of friends. The room where he is training. Your son, Sianiel. There you see your wife sitting, and she looks perturbed. I don't understand. You hear your own voice speak with a mix. You had an argument, a fight, you remember. I have to go back. But I don't. Not now. I need to be here. I need to be here. Accents and voices and memories. And you hear in the background your son closing the door, and his faint blonde hair, strange device on him that he pulls back and says, "I am Gord Grimbeard," and your wife, Sith, just keep it in the room, okay? He's getting a little too emotional in the role play. Like, "I am Gord Grimbeard from Nosor, and I am here to vanquish the swarm and every..." And at that, you look Now, we talked about this. You don't use that kind of language. But with the power of Helios and everything, you know, it's a game. And you feel your wife's hand on your arm. There's a time we have to tell him. Pretend can't keep happening. Son, all right. We need to talk to you about this Helios thing. That's where we'll pick up next session.
Oh,
What the hell?
Here's anti-gore,
I
God
can
is
barely
anti.
follow the.
Who
There
is
is some
who?
weird timey-wimey where the
Yeah, there are
past,
two
present, and also the
timelines.
future, and it's all somehow makes sense, but I'm barely
Yeah.
missing something to the point where it goes, oh shit, it's
Yeah, what's connecting them?
It's the
We're
same as-
getting very close to a few
as
things.
it's
Nolan once
it's
said.
like Gord's somehow living and influencing the past of the
It's a
guy
memory.
who's taking it.
No, it's not a
Uh-huh.
memory. I think it's actually
But
happening.
it could also be a memory.
It could
as
be a memory that's
Nolan
being
once had
updated
the memories
as we
of,
speak. It's
Yeah.
of the
it's
other one.
weird
This-
as fuck, but
I will just explain one thing to you guys. You are standing in front of what is basically a Lovecraftian entity. So whatever defined reality, you have an anchor point of the first to awaken. And you have the gate is opened. This is already some case of a scenario, because if you guys would have done something to Black Lenas before this would have happened, this wouldn't have been. But you gave him no choice.
he had too much time.
And this is a pseudo endgame and also the introduction of a new thing. Like, this is...
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's them.
It's all right.
So, don't worry. I love the confusion, but it does get to a conclusion. This is not just me making shit up on the fly. This is a lot of bullshit. This is a lot of bullshit.
Er zit een systeem in, maar we zien het gewoon nog niet. Maar
We hebben al
there's
een paar
gonna be a
keer gedacht,
point.
we hebben het, Martijn. En iedere
Ja,
keer
ja,
was het, oh wacht, nee.
He gave up
Maar-
some.
But this is the point. I don't want to keep subverting expectations. I don't want to be lost here, right? No pun intended. I want to...
There is a method, and
Yeah.
we're close
Yeah.
to figuring it out, but quite there yet.
We're getting closer every single
And-
time. We just don't know to
and-
what.
Yeah, Kirksaren got a little bit of a bump here, and now the Gord predicament will come to an end one way or the other.
One way or the other.
Okay. We'll
Yeah.
see, yeah.
Okay, I will end the stream there.
Damn.
There we are.